welcome back to Living in the Go. So today I'm talking to you about financial milestones because there are certain steps that you take in life when you projecting your goals and your dreams and your hopes of things that you want to do. So I'm going to give you a few things that you need to consider when you're setting those milestones. So the first one would be, and I'm going by age, so in your 20s going up to 30, some financial milestones that you might want to consider is to start paying your student debt. Sometimes we let it go, they give you 6 months after graduation and you don't have to touch it, but you want to start paying on that. And there are a couple of reasons why you should. One, because the bill needs to be paid. It can't be discharged in a bankruptcy, so you're kind of stuck with it forever. But the earlier you can get started on it, the faster you can get it paid. The second thing is, if you don't have credit already, this will help to establish your credit. So you want to pay that. The second thing is that you want to start saving and investing. So if you've got a job out of school, you want to start putting some money away towards emergency funds. You want to invest. If they have a 401k plan, you want to get started with that as soon as you can. Because the earlier you put those dollars to work for you, the more money you will have. And you don't have to necessarily work to 65 either. You can leave at 55 or whatever. But start saving early. Now, you also want to have health insurance. I know you think you're young and you don't need those kind of things, but stuff happens. You could break a leg, be in a car accident, anything could happen. You need health insurance. So if you don't get it through your job, go out to the Affordable Care Act and find you some health insurance because you need insurance. Now, when you're in your 30s, going up to 40, you want to start focusing on retirement because, again, if you haven't started putting money away, you need to get at it because you're running out of time. So start investing, making sure that those things are happening for you. You also need to start thinking about a home because a home is a good investment, real estate, because that's like a three-pronged approach. I've talked about that before in terms of investing, maybe starting a business and having real estate. Those are the three ways that you can get rich. So in your 30s, this is the time to start thinking about getting a home because if you're renting somewhere, you're throwing money out the window. If you can find a good interest rate and find a home that's manageable cost-wise and everything else, this is the time to start thinking about real estate. So it's an investment, so think about that in your 30s. Now, when you're in your 40s, and you're heading up to the 50s, but you're in your 40s, you want to look at, again, your credit. You want to make sure that that's in good shape. You also want to do an estate plan. Now, what is that? Estate plan, you want to have a will. If you have a house, you want to have it in trust. I've talked about trust before. A will is great, you need that, but a trust designates what happens. Like I put my home in a trust. So the day after I die, my children have access to it. Whereas if I just had a will, it had to be probated months and months and months, which means they had to pay all the expenses on the house until they could get it put into their name. A trust just automatically turns it over to them. So you want to do an estate plan. You want to make sure all those things are in place. Insurance, if you don't have it, life insurance, and everything to cover your family, to pay the mortgage or to make sure that they can live comfortably. And you also want to start clearing your debt. If you have credit card debt, this is the time to get rid of it because you don't want to go into retirement having credit card debt. So that's in your 40s. Now in the 50s, you want to maximize your retirement. So if you've been slow about it, this is the time to speed it up. The government actually allows you to put more money into your retirement, but you want to make sure that that's maxed to the top of it so that you can get as much money as possible for your retirement. At this age, you should not be taking out any loans. So if you have to buy, certainly don't be buying a house at this age. That's kind of crazy because a 20, 30-year mortgage and you're 50. So you don't want to do that. No more loans. If you can help it, no more loans. If you have to get a car, make sure you save for it and put a down payment down, but no more loans. You again want to clear that debt because if you haven't cleared that debt, that's trouble because you're going to be taking that with you into your retirement. So again, get serious about it, your retirement. One cool thing to do, and this is something that I had thought about and I actually did, pay your mortgage off. If you can, pay that mortgage off because that's a huge debt that you could be taking in retirement. You don't need to do that because that's money that could be done elsewhere. And just live a good life. Make sure that you're getting all the things that you need. All of these things will help you in terms of your milestones. And as you tick off each one of those, you will feel very successful and you will have a great financial life. So just something to consider. Hope that helps. Thanks so much and have a great day.